Okay, pay attention with this infix. This is the first infix that we're going to be talking about with the Cebuano language. Okay, there's a lot to cover with this topic, so pay attention. In is an infix that can go on verbs, adjectives, and nouns, right? And again, Cebuano, if you haven't noticed, Cebuano is one of those languages that you can verb something, you can adjective something, and you can noun something, right? Verbs, adjectives, and nouns can all act like verbs, okay? It's that kind of weird language that can do that. Because you can table something, you can pen something, you can light something, you can, I don't know, you can blanket something. You see, so you can all use these nouns as verbs as well as adjectives. You can red something, you can ugly something, you can beautiful something. See, so these things can all act like verbs, right? Now, the first definition we have for in is that it's in the manner of verb, adjective, noun relating to. So it's relating to that verb, adjective, or noun, or in the manner as of that verb, adjective, or noun. Whatever that word is, it's going to be used in that manner or in the manner of. Okay? Or how that verb, adjective, noun, or however that word is going to be used, it's going to be used in that own words manner, if that makes sense. That own words manner, whatever. How verbs are utilized or used and manipulated. Okay, it's gonna be again in that manner of how it's used, manipulated, or acted upon, right? So there's a verb. If we infix that verb with the infix, it's gonna be in that way of how it's utilized, manipulated, or acted upon. All right, and you'll see this through the examples that we'll show in another video. You can think of it as to do in such and such manner, right? Or do in a manner of such and such way, right? So again, it's going to be in how that verb or word is going to be used, right? In a manner of how it's used in such and such way, or how such and such is used in that manner. And it expresses a continuous duration of action. So if you can recall back with the mag and nag affixes, right? The in affix, or the in affix, well, it's called an infix, is a type of affix, but the in affix can express duration, a continuous duration of time, just as mag and nag. They express a duration of time that was completed or not completed, right? In will most likely be expressing in a completed aspect, but a continuous duration of time in the completed aspect. So somewhere that was done a while ago or back then or whenever, right? And you'll see it through the examples again. And lastly, we have that you can think of this in affix as the thing that was verbed, right? The thing that was verbed, or whatever was verbed by and by, bit and bit of it. So something that was verbed by and by of it, or bit and bit of it, or piece by piece of it, okay? So something that was just continual. Again, it's continual, right? That's where the by and by, bit and bit, piece and piece of it, little by little, kind of that kind of motion, by and by, little by little, step by step, bit and bit, or bit by bit, piece by piece. That shows that continuous duration of action. Okay, that's why the in can express that continuous, because of this whole step by step, bit and bit, by and by kind of deal with the thing that was being verbed or acted upon. All right, so some common words that we can use with in, and this isn't an exhaustive list. Again, there are many, many, many more words than this, okay? But down here, the common ones that we can use it with would be like hatag, palit, buhat, etc., right? You see those. Nouns, again, with asin, adlaw, kasing-kasing, tuod, and the bottom one, languages. Actually, I'm going to make a little video about languages because that's a really weird oddball one. So I guess that will make its own video by itself. Those are just common words of where how you can use the affix of in. And then here on the right side are the ways or how to use the affix in. Or this affix is an infix type of affix, right? Because, affixes come with prefixes, or there are different types of affixes, such as Prefixes, postfixes, suffixes, same thing. Infixes like this one, and circumfixes, which is around. And there's really weird affixes again, right? But this affix is an infix, so it's going to be inside a word. How do we use this infix? Well, the first thing is you're gonna, if the word, for example, hot dog right here, as we see, not in red, right? If we take out the red, we just get hot dog. But when we start infixing it, we get hinatdag. You take the first consonant of a word and remove it from the vowel next to it and infix it with the in affix. Okay, so now we get a consonant, vowel, consonant, right? Hinatag, and it makes sense that way. It's this unison, right? Consonant, vowel, hinatag, by infixing it, by removing that first consonant, infixing it, and then adding it on to the word. Well, what if what if the consonant is non-existent? What if the word doesn't start with a consonant, like asin or adlaw? Well, as written here, you just put in the affix in front, and it just turns into a prefix, right? So instead of infixing the in infix, we prefix the in infix, okay? So in doesn't turn into an infix, it turns into a prefix if it's going to be with a vowel. Why? Because that vowel needs to have a consonant before it, right? So we have vowel, consonant, again. So it has that harmony right there. The in affix turns into a prefix or an infix, depending if it's a vowel or a consonant. And it doesn't matter if the word reduplicates itself, like kasing, right? Kasing. It's going to keep in the first one. It's not going to infix itself on the second reduplicated word. It's just going to be on the first one. Kinasing, right? And this works true with infixing other words too. So we can infix prefixes or other affixes, right? It's just weird how Cebuano works that way. So take mag, for example. We can infix an affix inside mag, right? So for example, mag can take the an infix and it changes to manag, right? Manag, or we better known it as mang, right? But manag, it takes that. If we infix an into mag, we get manag, but better known as mang. This works well again with the ig prefix, right? The ig prefix. For this affix, if we're gonna affix this affix, we get the in infix plus the ig affix, or ig prefix. And since it starts with a vowel, we have to prefix the in infix to the ig affix, okay? So we get inig, right? Ig gets changed to with the in infix, but it's a prefix because of the vowel. It gets changed to inig, okay? So you can pretty much start affixating like crazy if once you get to know these rules and crazy whatever, right? But that gets more into the advanced level, and we're going to talk more about advanced stuff in the advanced levels. But this is just, again, like the basic fundamentals of the in infix and the rules about infixating with the in infix and what in describes, okay?